But the truth of the matter is, and we have to be honest about this as well, where we are today as a nation, Republicans, Democrats, we are not regulating Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk is regulating us. And unless we bring together a whole lot of people to tell the billionaires in this country that we want an economy that works for all of us, that AI can be a good thing in healthcare and many other things, but it must serve the needs of people, not just making billionaires richer. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for holding a hearing on what I consider to be one of the most important issues facing this country, and I thank all of the panelists for being here with us. As the chairman indicated, I think very few people deny that AI and robotics are going to have a profound impact on all aspects of our lives. There are strong disagreements as to who benefits from this transformation and lack of clarity as to what will happen. What I would say is we should start off by understanding that some of the very wealthiest multi-billionaires in this world are investing very, very heavily in AI, and that's Mr. Musk, Mr. Ellison, Mr. Zuckerberg, Mr. Bezos, Mr. Altman, and many, many others. Why are they doing that? Are they doing that because they're really worried about 60% of our people living paycheck to paycheck? They're worried about improving our healthcare system, our educational system? Maybe. I don't believe that. I think that they see AI and robotics as an opportunity to exponentially increase their wealth and their power. That is my view. And I think much of what this technology is going to do is impact us not only economically, as the chairman mentioned, in other areas as well. Let me talk a bit about what is going to happen in manufacturing. Elon Musk, head of Tesla, has said that he wants Tesla to build millions of units. That's Mr. Musk. Why? What will these robots do? Well, it doesn't be a genius to have to figure it out. What they're going to do is replace American workers. Many of us have been concerned about our disastrous trade policies and the collapse of manufacturing. We want to rebuild manufacturing in America. But that won't mean anything to a worker if it is the robots doing the manufacturing. That's the direction that we're going into. Jeff Bezos, guy who owns Amazon, second wealthiest guy in the world, has already laid off 27,000 workers at Amazon since 2022. The company now has more than 1 million robots working in its warehouses, and soon those robots will outnumber human workers in Amazon. In 2016, Foxconn, you all know what Foxconn is, the massive manufacturing contractor for companies like Apple and Google, replaced 60,000 workers in a single factory in China with robots. Now the company is planning fully automated factories. But it's not just manufacturing that's at risk. Most of us want to see the United States develop a strong, clean, and efficient transportation system. A lot of problems in transportation today. We want our workers to be producing more cars, trucks, buses. But if Musk and others get their way, these vehicles, my friends, will not be operated by human beings. They will be driverless vehicles, not operated by bus drivers, truck drivers, or taxi drivers. This is not science fiction. Trust me, it's already happening. FedEx is using driverless trucks to haul heavy loads along the I-45 corridor between Dallas and Houston. Walmart is using autonomous trucks for short-haul deliveries in Arkansas, et cetera, et cetera. We all want more startup companies. We talk about it, innovation, working people developing their companies. But that is going to mean very little if half of all white-collar entry-level jobs are eliminated over the next 5 years. And that is exactly what has been predicted by Dario Amodei, the founder of Anthropic, one of the leading AI companies in the world, predicts that half of all white-collar entry-level jobs are eliminated in the next 5 years. This week, the minority on the committee released a report finding that AI, automation, and robotics could replace, and again, we're not swearing to this. This is speculative. Nobody has all the answers. The estimate that we get is could replace nearly 100 million jobs in America over the next decade, including 40% of registered nurses, 47% of truck drivers, 64% of accountants, 65% of teaching assistants, and 89% of fast food workers, among many other occupations. Now, this is not Bernie Sanders talking. Let us listen to the guys who really know something about this, who are in the business. Jim Farley, as you know, is the CEO, Mr. Chairman, of Ford. This is what he said. He predicted that AI could eliminate, quote, this is the head of Ford Motor, literally half of all white-collar jobs in the U.S., end quote, within the next decade. That's the head of Ford. Elon Musk, not my best friend, said this year that as a result of AI and robotics, quote, listen to Elon Musk, probably none of us will have a job. If you want a job that's kind of like a hobby, you can do a job. But otherwise, AI and robotics will provide any goods and services you want, end quote, Elon Musk. Bill Gates also knows something about AI and robotics. Guy started Microsoft, quote, Gates predicted that humans, quote, won't be needed for most things, end quote, such as manufacturing products, delivering packages, or growing food over the next decade due to AI. Now, if Musk and Gates are only half wrong, what happens to the tens of millions of American workers who are looking for jobs that ain't there? What do we do? What's happening? And it is not just economics. And I think the chairman touched on this issue. Do not minimize what AI and robotics are about. There are kids now wearing around their necks, what do they call friends? They're artificial intelligence pals who are now climbing mountains with their friends. Are we moving to a society where human relationships are going to basically be significantly diminished? We're talking about big stuff, Mr. Chairman. Let me conclude just by saying this. And again, I thank you for holding this hearing. You and many others and myself want to see government play a role in regulating this to protect working people. But the truth of the matter is, and we have to be honest about this as well, where we are today as a nation, Republicans, Democrats, we are not regulating Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk is regulating us. And unless we bring together a whole lot of people to tell the billionaires in this country that we want an economy that works for all of us, that AI can be a good thing in healthcare and many other things, but it must serve the needs of people, not just making billionaires richer. So, Mr. Chairman, again, thank you very much for holding this hearing.
Thank you.
During a Senate Health Committee hearing on Thursday, Senator Bernie Sanders, Independent Vermont, spoke about the growing influence of artificial intelligence and robotics, warning that these technologies could be used in ways that harm workers and deepen inequality. He began by acknowledging the importance of the discussion, noting that AI will affect nearly every part of daily life. However, he questioned who would truly benefit from this transformation and expressed doubt that the wealthiest investors driving AI development were motivated by concern for ordinary Americans. Sanders pointed out that some of the richest people in the world, Elon Musk, Larry Ellison, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Sam Altman, are investing heavily in AI. He suggested that their goal is not to improve healthcare, education, or the lives of working families, but to grow their wealth and power even further. He warned that much of this technology could displace millions of workers, starting with those in manufacturing and expanding into nearly every industry. He cited Elon Musk's vision for Tesla to produce millions of units with robots, noting that such automation would replace American workers rather than create new opportunities for them. Sanders also mentioned that Amazon, under Jeff Bezos, has already laid off tens of thousands of workers while adding over 1 million robots to its warehouses. According to him, these robots are expected to soon outnumber human employees. The senator also discussed the situation in China, where Foxconn, a major supplier for companies like Apple and Google, replaced 60,000 workers in one factory with robots and is now developing fully automated facilities. He explained that similar changes are coming to the transportation industry, where driverless vehicles could replace human operators. Companies like FedEx and Walmart have already begun testing autonomous trucks, signaling what Sanders described as a shift that could put countless bus drivers, truckers, and delivery workers out of jobs. He then pointed to concerns about white-collar employment, quoting Dario Amodei, the founder of Anthropic, who predicted that half of all entry-level office jobs could disappear within the next 5 years. Sanders referred to a committee report estimating that AI, automation, and robotics could replace up to 100 million American jobs in the coming decade, affecting professions such as nursing, trucking, accounting, teaching assistants, and fast food service. To illustrate the scale of this risk, He referenced major business figures. Ford CEO predicted that AI could eliminate half of all white-collar jobs within 10 years. Elon Musk himself said that soon none of us will have a job, explaining that AI and robotics would handle all goods and services production. Bill Gates added that humans won't be needed for most things, like manufacturing, delivering goods, or farming. Sanders questioned what would happen to millions of Americans when the jobs simply aren't there. He also warned that the issue goes beyond economics, noting how AI is already changing human relationships. He mentioned the growing use of AI companions, devices worn by children as artificial friends, and questioned what kind of society people would become if technology replaces real human connection. Sanders closed by saying that while many lawmakers want government oversight of AI, the current reality is that figures like Elon Musk hold more control than regulators do. He argued that unless Americans stand together to demand that AI be used for the benefit of everyone, it will continue to enrich a few billionaires at the expense of the majority. AI, he said, could do great good in healthcare and other fields, but only if it serves people, not profits.